Greetings, and thank you for connecting with us here at Virtue Speaks. It is our desire to help encourage, inspire, and motivate you to be all that God purposed you for. You're listening to Monday morning's Moment of Motivation. Remember to check us out at virtuespeaks.com. Now for your moment of motivation. Over the last week or so, several newsworthy events have occurred, from the feel-good news of William and Kate getting married to the bittersweet capture of the now deceased Osama bin Laden. However, another very momentous event has taken place that 50 years ago changed the face of America. That is the movement of what has been coined the Freedom Riders of 1961. Now, for anyone who's connected with me personally or professionally, they know I love Oprah. So, of course, I was too excited when she used the platform of her show to share the story of this great movement in our history. Very briefly, the Freedom Riders were a group of black and white Americans who decided that the Jim Crow laws were not only illegal but dehumanizing, and this group of courageous people set out to demand change. Their goal was to defy any areas that segregation was still prevalent, such as buses, restaurants, or bathrooms. Of course, this movement was met with much hatred, violence, and even death. But the movement continued and was eventually successful. In September 1961, an order was issued for all the Jim Crow signs to be taken down. While I'm sure that information is interesting, I know you don't listen to the Monday Morning Motivation for a history lesson, but I do hope that by now you listen to be challenged. So here goes. While watching the Oprah show, I was blown away at the courage of the men and women who actually participated in the Freedom Ride. Can you imagine what level of strength it took to get on those buses during that time? After watching their stories, I was left with the following 3 questions that truly challenged me to my core, and I want to pass them on to you, so here goes. Question 1. What are you so passionate about in your life that you are willing to die for it? Now wait, before you answer, whatever this passion is, it must be bigger than just you and your family. What movement or cause touches you so much you will be willing to risk your life to ensure that the mission came to pass? Question 2. When asked how he was able to train himself to commit to the nonviolent movement in the midst of being physically beat, Congressman John Lewis said, "I had to have an executive session with myself." In my house, we call those come to Jesus meetings. So the question is, in what area of your life do you need to have an executive session or a come to Jesus meeting? In other words, what do you need to determine once and for all that you are willing to do to ensure that you commit to the destiny God has for your life? And question 3, as we think about the sacrifice that the Freedom Riders made for generations that came after them, including those of us living right now today, what are you doing in your life that will affect generations to come? As you ponder these 3 questions, it is my prayer that your answers will begin a process of awakening for you. That after this recording ends, you will take a moment to make sure that your life matters beyond the 4 walls of your home. That you are living in a manner that will still matter for decades after you're gone. This is Robin May with your Moment of Motivation. Have a great week.